Let me introduce the host of this thing, a man who has been in this business for decades. He's your friend. He's my friend. He's everybody's friend, the lovable Daniel Jones. Danny?
Thank you, Joseph.
Is your name really Daniel, though?
No, it's not.
It's not. It is Danny?
It is Danny.
I've never even called you Daniel till today. I felt the Lord just spoke to me and said, call him Daniel.
Yeah. I think your interpretation skills are going downhill.
But he did get it correct that you've been around for decades.
Yes, I
Oh,
have.
he started
Decades.
young.
Yes,
He
I really
started
did.
young.
I started when I was a 2-year-old, okay? Kind of like you did. All right. All right, we've got several great people with us today. My co-host, Lauren Talley. We've got the Littles. We've got the Browders. We've got Ian. And
We had Ian stick around.
well, he just
Mainly
won't
because
leave.
Noah-
No, these are the old church folding chairs, and my belt is stuck under the back of it, and I can't stand up. So if I get up and go, the chair goes up and goes, and it's just going to be ugly. And so
Right. And we have one more payment due on it, so we can't risk it. Speaking of due,
the last 250.
we have Sonia Browder at the very end of the table because this lady, she is literally this close to going in labor. Yeah. So
And if she does, we'll have it live here on
like,
Singing
how
News
close?
TV.
Well, I mean, you just never know about these things, you know. Have you ever birthed a baby, Lauren?
I don't know nothing about birthing no babies. Now, if you planning on
I need a little more space here. Hold on. I can't get to the microphone.
if you planning on doing anything about that anytime soon, you might need to go sit somewhere else.
You're no help at all.
right. The joys of live TV. I'm telling you, there's nothing quite like
How far along are you?
Well,
How far along?
Technically, I'm not due until November 22nd,
Okay.
22nd, but they're going
Okay.
to deliver me October 27th. They said
Oh,
it's now scheduled, so
and
it's on the books.
They're going to
yeah.
deliver you and the child
Yeah,
as well.
apparently, yes.
it. Wow.
They can
A
actually
boy.
do that nowadays.
How many's been delivered? Raise your hand. Hey, man. How many loves the Lord?
Do you have a name picked out?
We don't. Do you have any ideas?
How about Jesus? That's a lot for a kid to live up to.
That is a
Jesus,
thought,
get over
though.
here.
That might be hard.
Listen.
There's always Daniel.
I think there can only be one Jesus.
Right.
I said I think there can only be one Jesus.
There you go. Thank you,
That's a
David.
good thought.
Appreciate
one Lord,
that.
one faith,
and he's
one
making
baptism,
tacos at the
one-
Taco Bell.
Right. So, my,
Count on somebody
my,
to be
my,
spiritual.
my favorite view of this entire 30 minutes or so is I looked over here, and David Browder's just kind of staring off into space, and Jack is sitting over there like, why am I here?
We had to have a good balance.
That's right.
has to be a normal one at the table.
That's right. And Jack Little certainly fits that bill. Man, a lot of great things happening for the Littles these days, aren't there?
Yeah, absolutely. We're staying very busy, and Danny, we've got our latest CD. The songs that have gone to radio off of that have done very well, and it's just exciting. Lord's working in our ministry.
Right. And the CD that he's referring to goes back and picks up a lot of classic songs that you'll be very familiar with, and a lot of the viewers will be too. Good Things by the Hemp Hills.
Yes.
And run down some of the other songs on the CD.
He can.
Yeah, He Can, an old Henson song. You've mentioned Good Things already. I'm Gonna Stand. That's actually a song that we picked up from an older Talley's project.
So the Littles got up on stage last night, and the first 2 songs they did, I sat there and I went, well, that sounds awfully familiar. Where have I heard that before?
Yes.
You went way back and got that one out of the vault, but your version was 10 times
so
better than ours.
Well, Danny, the premise of that CD is to just kind of, for the Littles, to honor those families that had influenced us. And, if there's one in particular, and Lauren, I've talked to your dad about, it would be the Talleys, that just had a big influence on our lives. And so we knew there were going to be 2 or 3 Talley songs on the CD.
Well, may I say, Rebecca, last night you got up on the stage, and I mean murdered My Redeemer Lives. For those of you that don't know, that's actually a compliment.
Yes, very much so.
She was phenomenal last night, and I
Great
thought you
singer.
won't hear any better singing
Well,
this week than that vocal.
One of my
It was
favorite
phenomenal.
singers. One of my favorite singers. Yeah.
So, Lauren, how does it feel to know that you're now old enough to be influencing other groups?
I still don't know how I feel about it yet, to
That's-
be honest with
well,
you.
now that's not very fair, though. You're not much older than me.
No.
She grew up
doing this, and I didn't grow up doing this. So by the time we met your family, you had been singing for a lot of your life.
A long time.
A lot of her life.
Long
But she's
time.
not much older than me. That's not fair. So, but as far as our voice, like voicing, dad,
Yeah.
you know, mom,
Just mixed
daughter.
well.
Yeah, it mixed really well. And we met them at Steve Hurst School of Music. And so just, I don't know, they just influenced us a lot.
Well, I knew from the first time I ever met you guys that you were special because you're just special people. But the first time I ever heard you sing, I mean, we were all just blown away. And
my
you guys have consistently put out quality songs and
I agree.
recordings over the years. And
100% agree.
It's always spot on, polished, pristine.
I think if you would have asked us, though, the first time you met us, if we thought we'd be sitting here at this Singing News
Probably not.
table with you talking like this, we would have said, "Are you crazy out of your mind?" So
and
it's
now
kind
you're
of like
probably thinking, why did
pinch
we
me
ever agree
moment.
to this?
No. Pinch. It's kind of like a pinch us moment, you
Right.
know. We get to, you know, people who have meant so much to us over the years, we looked up to, we get to sit with and talk to like this. It's,
You know, Ian, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but she totally overlooked you and went straight to Lauren, okay?
She did do that.
Yeah, it's just,
But I realize how much influence I've had in their lives. And I don't need them.
That's
I
all
don't
that matters
need
in
them
that.
I'm very humble, and I don't need them to do that because it's difficult for me to stay as humble as I am. And
Yes,
it's okay. So it's all right.
yeah.
I know enough about myself that you don't have to tell me.
Okay. So, David, how are things with the Browders? Let's
David, look at that.
bail us
beard.
out of this.
Well-
David, nice beard, bro.
Thank you.
Man.
Thank you so much.
Do you
I'm
like
glad
it?
you like the girth.
Did you-
That's what my boys call it.
very good.
That's what they call my beard.
I didn't know you could name it. How are the Browders doing, bro?
Man, we're doing great. God is blessing. A lot of doors has opened up for us. The things that we used to just dream about, God has let us live out that dream over and over and over again.
I've known you guys that you were not born yet. Matthew was a toddler
Yeah.
at the time. How far apart are you guys? Matthew will be up here in a minute. How far age?
Like around 2.5 years.
Okay, so I remember when I was young myself when your dad Tommy Browder used to come and preach in our church there in Bristol, and man, I've
He's my
watched you guys
hero.
grow up, and I've never seen people bigger fans of this music as the Browders are of this music. They grew up living it, breathing it. And now all of that love for this music has paid off because it put a passion in you to do what you do. And you guys have had a lot of success,
Yes, sir.
several number 1 songs, and you're still going strong. Got a big Christmas tour coming up too, right?
We do, yeah.
Yeah,
20-some dates
that's
up
incredible.
until Christmas, and then we take some time off for Christmas.
Mhm.
And then we actually take a little bit of time off in January, too.
Oh, very
Now, will
good.
you get to take any time off for the birth of your baby?
So I'll take a few weeks off, and it'll be a C-section, so not super fun. But a little bit more recovery time, so I won't be able to do like the first week or so of our Christmas tour, but then I hit the ground running with 8 concerts in 7 days. So y'all
You
probably-
hope.
Yeah, that's what we hope.
You hope.
That's the plan,
That's the
sister.
plan.
That is the
Yeah,
plan.
That's the plan.
Dear Jesus, help us.
yes.
If Joseph prays, I feel like it might happen.
Lord,
Heads bowed and eyes closed.
no
you
one
can pray,
heads
Lord.
heads bowed,
Oh,
eyes
man.
closed, nobody looking around.
Yeah.
Except
Can I ask
people always look.
Can I ask a
just-
question just for follow-up and clarification?
Yes,
No.
you can.
Your Christmas tour is only going up until Christmas?
We considered a January segment of that, but we canned the idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right.
But
think
if you can think of a way we can make it work, you could join us.
I
Perhaps.
cannot, and that's why I wanted
Okay.
clarification. Yeah.
So glad.
so thank you for helping me.
Oh,
There ain't nothing that says Christmas like a tour in February.
The Browders,
Coming to a
Valentine's
city
Christmas
near
tour.
It's
Deck
the
the halls.
halfway to
Deck your
Christmas
houses.
tour with the Browders coming this summer.
I could be home rearranging my garage right now. But no, I'm right
Just
here.
go ahead. We got this.
I'm sure. Yeah, you do. That's right. So anyway, before we go to break right now, how do we find the Littles in the world of social media?
Well, you could visit our website, littlesmusic.com, and can be found at really the same address on Facebook, The Littles Music, Instagram,
The Littles Music.
The Littles Music.
Does she have to teach you how to do all of that?
No, I don't do any of it.
David, what about the Browders?
Our website is thebrowders.com. You can also find us on any of the social media platforms. If you just search us, you can also find us on any of the digital music platforms.
Yeah. David, you need to calm down.
Yeah.
You're getting too wound up.
And at the risk,
He needs some of what you're
Right,
drinking.
right.
Yeah, we'll give
and at the risk of him saying something, how do we find Tribute Quartet on the world of social media?
We have profiles on eHarmony and on Christian Mingle. Farmers Only.
Farmers only.
Tribute
Oh, we got to go to a break. We'll be right back.